Alright, what's up with it, y'all? So look, man, I had this video posted last night, but I had to take it down and re-edit it again and kind of make some changes to it. So if you've seen it already and you want to watch it again, just hit the like button for me if you don't mind. And yeah, man, to everybody else, this video was posted last night, but the information still remains the same. And I'll keep y'all updated with some more updates when they do come out. Alright, let's get into it.
At this time, the unknown male placed Nola in the back of a vehicle and drove away. The vehicle was being driven by an unknown white female.
Dark-colored SUV driven by a white female. Ultimately, an Amber Alert was issued for 3-year-old Nola, and the Newcastle County Division of Police Criminal Investigations Unit, along with the FBI, began an intensive investigation that continued throughout the night. As a result of that investigation, detectives determined that the initial account of the investigation, or of the incident given by the mother, was false. The Amber Alert is now canceled.
Discoveries.
Information gleaned throughout the investigation revealed that the initial report provided by Randall was false and that Amber Alert was subsequently canceled.
Alright, what's up with the YouTube fam? I'm back again with another video right now. Listen, this situation right here is crazy as hell. And it's got so many twists and turns to it, but we're finna simplify it right now. And then we're gonna get into the exact details inside of this video. But before we move forward, I do gotta start this out the correct way by saying RIP to this beautiful baby by the name of Nola Dinkins. Now, Nola Dinkins is 3 years old. Yeah, you heard that right. 3 years old. And she allegedly lost her life to the hands of her own mother, and her stepfather was an alleged accomplice in this whole situation. Now, everything I'm saying right now is all my thoughts and opinions. Nothing is bona fide facts as of yet, because they haven't released certain information as of yet. But I'm telling you right now, it's all gonna come out to be exactly what I'm saying, and I'm gonna tell y'all why right now. The mother is being charged with murder right now. She's being charged with abuse right now. The boyfriend is being charged with basically being an accomplice. So what I'm getting out of this, and they also said that the boyfriend and the mother have been cooperating since the beginning of this whole situation. So for them to get these type of charges and to find the baby allegedly already, it's just, you know, letting me know right there that they done told on each other, or that they told their parts in this whole scenario. They also stated that the mother had, you know, initially started this whole lie, this elaborate scheme, saying that it was a white male who basically abducted her child. She said that her baby was very upset in the back seat of the car. She pulled over. A white man got out of the vehicle, abducted the child, and left, right? Now, they ended up finding out all of this shit was bullshit. They ended up finding out the whole situation was a complete lie. They took her ass to jail, and they got all of the details out of both of their ass from what I'm getting out of this whole situation. So they're saying that they've been cooperating since the beginning. So it lets me know right then and there that they told exactly where the body was, because right now they have a child's body, and they're saying that they can't just say it's her just yet. But we already know that's how they do. There's like proper protocol to go ahead and just do exactly everything that you need to do to verify that this child is this child. But I'm pretty sure it's her. But yeah, I do want to say RP to her again. I want to send my condolences out to her entire family, man. It's just a sad situation, for real, for real. I know that was very horrifying to actually have to witness your mother doing certain things to you, you know. But they ended up finding out that she was lying. So now they're at the point where they're basically finna, you know, do this full investigation, a homicide investigation, and get to the nitty gritty of this whole situation. But right now, I do believe that they know what took place, because they have cooperated since the beginning, and they have stated that multiple times. But yeah, you know, they found out that she was lying, and they had everybody out there looking and searching for this baby, searching for a white man and things like that, and this baby been gone. You know what I'm saying? And they found her in a damn lot. You know what I'm saying? But it's just so crazy and unfortunate how things have went with this whole situation. And I really do hate that these children are going through so many different things at these households. But look, we're going to go ahead and get into the video. Y'all know I bring sequence of events. So this is the beginning, when they first heard this whole situation was taking place, to now, when they figured out it was all a lie, with all of the details from beginning to the end. So let's go ahead and get into this. Let's go.
Approximately at 7:14 p.m. in the 500 block road, a mother was driving her daughter, Nola, 3-year-old Nola Dinkins, down the road, who was very upset. The mother pulled over to the side of the road to speak to Nola. when a unknown male approached her with a hand and took Nola from her. The unknown male was approximately 40 years old, bald-headed, with peach fuzz on his head, wearing a black hooded sweatshirt and gray basketball shorts, and was armed with a hand. At this time, the unknown male placed Nola in the back of a vehicle and drove away. The vehicle was being driven by an unknown white female. Right now, we believe the vehicle was a dark color SUV, possibly a Ford or a Chevrolet. The vehicle appeared to have rust or dirt on the exterior of the vehicle and drove away from the scene. 3-year-old Nola Dinkins is a black female, approximately 3 foot tall, 25 pounds, with black hair and brown eyes. She was last seen wearing a white t-shirt, black leggings, and white shoes with her hair in a bun.
Good morning. I'm Sergeant Andrea Botterbush.
Okay. Now you see that she lied, had everybody up in the uproar looking around and shit like that. This is the update right here with them letting everybody know that this was a complete hoax. Let's get back into it.
County Division of Police, here to discuss the Amber Alert for Nola Dinkins. Yesterday evening, approximately 7:15 p.m., patrol officers responded to the 500 block of Gender Road for reported kidnapping. Nola's mother advised that she pulled over after Nola became upset and was attempting to comfort her when an unknown white male, armed with a hand, approached her and then took Nola. The suspect then fled in a dark-colored SUV driven by a white female. Ultimately, an Amber Alert was issued for 3-year-old Nola, and the Newcastle County Division of Police Criminal Investigations Unit, along with the FBI, began an intensive investigation that continued throughout the night. As a result of that investigation, detectives determined that the initial account of the investigation, or of the incident given by the mother, was false. The Amber Alert is now canceled, and there is no danger to the public. Sadly, this incident is now being treated as a homicide investigation by the Maryland State Police. Our detectives are continuing to work closely with the FBI and Maryland State Police. Additional information will be released as it becomes available. We'd like to thank everyone who has called in and provided possible tips and information. All media inquiries related to this investigation should be directed to the Maryland State Police Office of Media Communications. Thank you.
Are there any suspects on the homicide? No questions?
Not at this time, no. Thank you.
So no suspects at this time, but they ended up finding out everything that they found out. Now, I do want to say one thing. All of these resources and shit like that is wasted to find children that really aren't just necessarily taken. And people are playing games like this. They should be racking up extra goddamn charges, because you got people that's going through different things in their mind from their children being lost and shit like that too. You causing so many damn mental issues and turmoil and shit like that for no apparent reason. You out here fighting your demons, you taking them out on your kids, and then you got everybody else going through your shit. That's one thing I can't stand, man. When people going through shit and they take everybody through all the different motions with them, and ultimately they knew what the hell was going on and what they was going to do from the beginning. Take your bullshitting ass on somewhere. That shit is so annoying and lame as hell. But let's get back into it. Man, RIP to that baby, bro. I know she was just sitting there just wondering, why is my mama doing this to me? You know, but it's crazy. Let's get back into it.
Breaking developments in the disappearance of a 3-year-old girl, her case sparking an Amber Alert out of Delaware last night. The investigation has since led authorities to Maryland. State police there announcing less than an hour ago that they've recovered a body. The child's mother, meanwhile, has been charged with lying to police about the girl's kidnapping. A lot of new developments tonight that we're following here. This is the 5 o'clock news. I'm Sheba Russell.
I'm Jason Martinez. Maryland State Police have not yet confirmed if the body they found is that of 3-year-old Nola Dinkins. This investigation all started last night when Newcastle County Police say Nola's mother told them that her daughter was kidnapped by a stranger at point. Police initially said it was her father who reported the abduction. Then today, the investigation crossed state lines, with Maryland State Police calling it a homicide investigation.
Our Kelly Rule is live for us tonight in Cecil County, Maryland, with the latest on the investigation here. Kelly, what have you learned so far today?
Well, Sheba and Jason, I just spoke with a spokesperson for Maryland State Police minutes ago. She did confirm to me that it was a child's body that was found, but again, they are waiting on positive identification to determine if it is 3-year-old Nola Dinkins. They also tell me the body was found in a vacant lot here in Northeast Maryland. Now, this comes after investigators had an extensive search in a large park in Perryville today, but again, this latest development from police is that a body was found in a vacant lot here in Northeast Maryland. Now, Newcastle County Police again say the girl's mother, 31-year-old Darian Randall, has been charged with a felony for falsely reporting her daughter's abduction. The investigation into finding 3-year-old Nola Dinkins now in Cecil County, Maryland, led by Maryland State Police. Perryville Community Park, a large park with a wooded area and various athletic fields along the Chesapeake Bay, closed for the day as investigators blocked off access to the park to search for her.
Police do believe that she lived with her mother in Cecil County, so that is why you'll see police, searching parks and neighborhoods throughout, this part of Maryland. And the fact that the mother reported this 3-year-old to the Newcastle Police Department is part of this ongoing investigation. It is unknown why she would have driven to that area to report this missing person report.
Newcastle County Police confirmed to Fox 29 Nola's mother, 31-year-old Darian Randall, is in custody in Delaware for making a false police report. Last night, Newcastle County Police issued an Amber Alert for Nola after her mother told police that around 7:15, her daughter was abducted on the 500 block of Gender Road by an unknown white man with a after she pulled over to comfort Nola. Fox 29 was there as investigators searched in the area of Medarea Circle in the Liberty Point Apartments in Newark early this morning, where investigators say Randall recently rented an apartment. Hours later, Newcastle County Police announced that they determined Randall's story about her daughter's abduction was not true.
Detectives determined that the initial account of the investigation, of the incident given by the mother, was false. The Amber Alert is now canceled, and there is no danger to the public.
And again, Maryland State Police confirming just minutes ago that it was sadly a child's body that was recovered in a vacant lot here in Northeast Maryland, but they are still waiting on positive identification to confirm if it is 3-year-old Nola Dinkins. Sheba.
Just so. All right, Kelly, thank you.
Now, with the baby being found in the open field, then you probably already know that they were going to end up finding the baby. That's why I feel like that they're going ahead and just telling the truth about what's happening, because they're cooperating and they're saying that they're cooperating for a reason. Now, you're finna get ready to see a press conference with a lot of details about everything that took place. I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all watch everything that's pertaining to this. And this is as of today. It might be more details out by the time I post this video, but I did give y'all everything from beginning to the end in this situation right here. We done talked about a lot of different things, but we're going to talk more in the comment section. Y'all already know how we get down. We be in the comment section. But look, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this whole situation. I'm going to come at y'all with an update on it, because I know a lot of y'all want to hear me a lot. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to let this ride, give y'all a brief synopsis of everything. And we're going to come back with all of the details and talk about everything and break everything down. We might run some of this video back too, to talk about certain things, but ultimately that's all I got to say so far. We're gonna talk about everything in the comment section, and I'll holler at y'all in a minute. All right.
On the identity of that child, let us know.
Maryland State Police confirmed 3-year-old Nola Dinkins from Elkton, and the subject of yesterday's Amber Alert is now presumed. And tonight, her own mother and her mother's boyfriend are facing charges. Investigators say 31-year-old Darian Randall, Nola's mother, first called police yesterday reporting her daughter was kidnapped in Delaware. An Amber Alert was issued but later canceled when police discovered inconsistencies in her story. The investigation led authorities to a vacant lot in Northeast Maryland. That's where they found remains this afternoon, believed to be Nola's. Randall and her boyfriend, 44-year-old Cedric Britton, were both arrested today. Randall is facing charges including first-degree murder and child abuse resulting in death, and Britton is charged as an accessory and for failing to report the child's death.
Ever since the Maryland State Police began their part of this investigation, they have been searching neighborhoods, they've been searching community parks. They were combing through areas in Cecil County looking for any signs of this infant. It wasn't until evidence was obtained through the investigation that led them to this vacant lot.
Now, police are awaiting autopsy results to confirm the child's identity. Maryland State Police say they are working closely with Delaware authorities and the FBI. In the newsroom tonight, I'm Ashley Hinson.
This is CBS News Philadelphia at 11. An Amber Alert becomes a homicide investigation. The search for a 3-year-old girl reported missing from Delaware comes to a tragic end. The investigation crossed state lines into Cecil County, Maryland, where a body is uncovered. The mother of that little girl is facing charges tonight. Good evening, I'm Don Bell, and for Yuki Washington. 3-year-old Nola Dinkins was reported missing from Newark, Delaware last night. Investigators say Darian Randall told officers her daughter was abducted at gunpoint, but police say that was all a lie. CBS Philadelphia's Siafa Lewis is in the newsroom with the details of the investigation. Siafa.
Very troubling story. Good evening, Dan. Earlier this evening, Maryland State Police announced that they have arrested Nola Dinkins' mother, 31-year-old Darian Randall, and a man believed to be her boyfriend, 44-year-old Cedric Antoine Britton. Nola's mother, Darian, is charged with first and second degree murder, first degree of child abuse resulting in the death of a minor under 13, and other related criminal charges, while Britton is charged with accessory to first and second degree murder after the fact, failure to report child death, and other charges. It all started, as you mentioned, Don, last night when Darian Randall reported that her daughter was kidnapped at gunpoint after she had stopped her car to comfort Nola in Newark, Delaware. That resulted in an Amber Alert being issued for Nola. Law enforcement agencies in Delaware and Maryland then began investigations, leading to this evening's discoveries.
Information gleaned throughout the investigation revealed that the initial report provided by Randall was false and that Amber Alert was subsequently canceled. Information that was gleaned through the investigation of the Maryland State Police Homicide Unit led to human remains found in a vacant lot today at 1:45 p.m. in the northeast region of Cecil County.
Nola's mother, Darian, is currently in police custody at the Newcastle County Division of Police awaiting extradition to Maryland. Cedric Britton is in police custody in Maryland. Don.
Troubling story. Siafa, thank you.
Elena Russo, ELENA RUSSO, spokesperson for the Maryland State Police. At this time, the Maryland State Police have arrested 2 individuals connected to the disappearance of the 3-year-old who was the subject of Amber Alert in Delaware last night. They are identified as Darian Randall, 31, and Cedric Antoine Britton, 44, both of Northeast Maryland. Randall is charged with first and second degree murder, first degree of child abuse resulting in death of a minor under 13, and other related criminal charges. Randall's currently in police custody at the Newcastle County Division of Police awaiting extradition to Maryland. Britton is charged with accessory to first and second degree murder after the fact, failure to report child death, and other related criminal charges. Britton is in police custody and is awaiting transport to the Cecil County District Court for his initial appearance. Yesterday evening, after the Amber Alert was issued for a 3-year-old Nola Dinkins through Newcastle County Division of Police, after the mother reported her kidnapped in Newark, Delaware, an intensive investigation was immediately initiated. Maryland State Police from the Northeast Barrack, as well as our Criminal Enforcement Division Northern Region, assisted in this investigation with the information that the 3-year-old lived in Cecil County with her mother. Information gleaned throughout the investigation revealed that the initial report provided by Randall was false and that Amber Alert was subsequently canceled. Information that was gleaned through the investigation of the Maryland State Police Homicide Unit led to human remains found in a vacant lot today at 1:45 p.m. in the northeast region of Cecil County. The Maryland State Police Homicide Unit is continuing this investigation and is leading it with the help of our federal partners, the FBI, as well as our police partners in Delaware. And at this point, I do not have any identification on the human remains, but they are consistent with those belonging to a child. And that is all the information I really have for you at this point.
Had authorities ever been called to that home before?
I don't know the answer to that question.
Elena, the second suspect you named, do you know what the relationship between that suspect and to the child is? Or can you elaborate?
Police believe Randall is the mother of the 3-year-old, and the 44-year-old Cedric Britton was living in the same house, and he is believed to be her boyfriend.
Did they have full custody? I understand the father is in Indiana. Do we know anything about that?
I cannot answer that, I'm sorry.
Okay. And as far as the child abuse charges and murder without an ID, how did you guys come to that conclusion?
In consultation with the Office of the State's Attorney in Cecil County, our homicide unit investigators had enough information gleaned through the investigation that connected these two individuals with the disappearance of this 3-year-old.
So they were arrested in Delaware, but the mother and the 3-year-old live in Maryland?
The mother remains in Delaware in police custody, and the boyfriend is in Maryland in state police custody.
So, but the 3-year-old lives in Maryland with her mother full time?
That's what we believe at this time.
Okay. So do we know why the mother was in Delaware at the time of the arrest?
The part of the investigation involving the Amber Alert and the false report that this mother allegedly gave is all still under investigation, and any information or any questions you have about that part of the investigation should be you should probably ask the Delaware authorities.
Can you tell us a little more about how you knew that the child, this body, was in the park, and more about the specific area?
It was information that was gleaned throughout the investigation in the leads that our homicide unit investigators were able to obtain that led them to the site where the human remains were discovered, which was in a vacant lot in Northeast.
Can you be any more specific about where that lot is? Do you have a street name or anything?
All of that is part of the ongoing investigation.
We had our choppers over at Park, and I just wanted to make sure that we were kind of on target.
Ever since Maryland State Police began their part of this investigation, they have been searching neighborhoods, they've been searching community parks. They were combing through areas in Cecil County looking for any signs of this infant. It wasn't until evidence was obtained through the investigation that led them to this vacant lot.
Okay, so we don't know if it was Perryville Community Park.
I don't believe it is. I can research that for you though.
Where was the 44-year-old man when you got him?
Maryland State Police were assisting with the Amber Alert part of the investigation when they learned that the 3-year-old lived in Cecil County. They responded to the home, and that is where they made contact with the 44-year-old man involved in this investigation.
Were any other kids, or do any other kids live in the home with the two that you mentioned?
I do not know if there are any other individuals that live in that home.
Was she cooperating with police, mother?
Yes, both individuals have cooperated with police since the beginning of this investigation.
Does Ms. Randall have any other family members in the state of Maryland, and are they cooperating with police?
I don't know about any other family members.
Does she have any priors?
I don't know that either.
Okay. Do you know how long they've been living there, or?
No, I'm sorry.
Do you have any plans of releasing the bug?
If I can get it, I absolutely will. Yes, I'm working on a news release now, and I hope to issue that, within, I promise, 30 minutes.
At this point, we don't have positive identification of the body.
We do not have positive identification of the human remains that were found.
And she will be extradited here to Maryland, is that correct?
I cannot tell you when she will be extradited. I just know she's awaiting extradition.
In addition to the mother, when you say he'll be moved, is he moved publicly? Will we see him like in a parking lot over here?
That I don't know. Yeah.
Is that something you guys do normally?
Not really.
Elena, can you spell the boyfriend's last name?
The boyfriend's last name, and this will be out in the news release shortly.
Okay.
Cedric is his first name, Cedrick. Britton, Britten, 44 years old of Northeast.
Do you think that his mugshot by today?
I can't guarantee it. I will try though.
And then as far as you're waiting on the medical examiner to determine
Yes.
the identity.
Yes, our investigators are waiting on the results of the autopsy to not just only identify the young, what we believe to be a child's body, but also cause and manner of death.
Do you plan to give another update tomorrow when you have that information, or
Yes.
do you follow up with them?
Yes, as soon as I get the identification, I'll follow up with everybody. But this is a tragic incident, and for everybody involved, the Maryland State Police, all the investigators are working tirelessly to resolve what happened here and why it happened. So our hearts go out to the community and to all of those involved, and we thank you for
Thank you.
anything.
Well, and I'll send you my new email for the trust. Thank you.